Now we will go into our meditation session. The meditation session today is from Kaivalya Upanishad. Very beautiful Upanishad, and it goes, this verse is in continuation of what we studied in Drigdrishya Viveka today. Trishu dhamasu yad bhogyam bhokta bhogascha yad bhaved. Tebhyo vilakshana sakshi chinmatroham sada shivaha. Very, very beautiful verse. It says that all that constitutes in the waking world, which is bhokta, bhogyam, and bhogaha. What is bhokta? Bhokta means what? Enjoyer, experiencer, the ego I. The waking state is nothing else, but it is the doer, enjoyer. Then what is bhogyam? All the experienced objects are the bhogyam. Bhogyam means the experienced objects and beings. And the relationship between the experiencer and the experienced object is called as bhogaha. So the three factors involved in all our experiences in life, they are nothing else but sakshi. Why do we say that? It is in this sakshi they come and go. It appears different from them all because these three are matter principles. But sakshi is the spiritual principle. It is totally different than matter. It is pure awareness consciousness. So the three realms, whether it is in the waking or the dream or the sleep, the bhokta, bhogyam, and bhogaha, that means experiencer waker, experiencer dreamer, experiencer sleeper, and the objects of experiences and the relationship between the three, they continue because of the reflected consciousness in the mind. But the reflection is different than the original consciousness, which does not undergo any change, and it is called as sakshi, my real nature, which is called as the self, aham. My real aham is pure consciousness. My relative aham is the waker, dreamer, and sleeper. In the first stage, we negate the entire pluralistic phenomenal world, and then I learn to assert that I am the witness. Witness means what? I am not involved in the experiences of the body and mind. The body and mind, they come and go. Like the reflection of the sun comes and goes in the buckets of water. The sun is ever the same. As Sakshi, it is a transcendental experience. It's beyond the bucket, it's beyond the body, and as pure consciousness, I can learn to remain as the pure awareness principle. I learn to transcend from the three clutches in which the mind gets bound. When I remain as Sakshi, I am like the sun. I train to be a witness of all physical perceptions. Physical perceptions come because of the sense organs and the mind which is active. The mind which has got the reflected consciousness has the ability, the power to lend to the sense organs to experience the sense objects, which is what we call as the world. When that happens, we also have mental feelings, which are the object of Sakshi. I have thoughts, which are the objects of Sakshi. So perceptions, feelings, and thoughts, PFT, belongs to the realm of waking and dream. They are objects of the witness consciousness. When I look at myself, I am all alone, complete, I am full. I don't need the world, I don't need the mind's turbulences to be happy. I can remain as Sakshi. What remains as the witness minus the witnessed objects is called as Sakshi. Chinmatra. When I learn to discriminate the world and Sakshi, the left out portion, remainder is called as pure self. I drop the changing nature of the world. Objectless awareness, Sakshi, is Chinmatra. Chinmatra means it is unconditioned, unlimited, ever auspicious. Sada Shivaha. Another word for pure consciousness. We must remain our body mind vehicle as a witness to calm down the storms of our mind. That is the nature of Sakshi. Anytime the mind is blowing hot and cold, I learn to remember that it is in the light of Sakshi these thoughts are coming. The moment I become aware of this, you will find tremendous peace coming into the mind. That peace belongs to the Sakshi, absolute peace. That is what is called as absolute peace. Any other peace which we enjoy in the relative world is not the absolute peace. It exists for a short time. I look at my WhatsApp messages, I learn. I look at something, I go and watch TV, I find some happiness, some peace of mind because my turbulent mind is now become peaceful, relatively quiet. But in meditation, when I learn to be one with that peace, absolute peace, that peace can never go away from me because it is my nature. I take it as my nature to be peaceful. Today, what happens is without this practice of meditation, without the practice of learning to discriminate between my mind and Sakshi, I take the mind as myself and I get lost. I take the body as myself, I get lost. I take the experiences of the body and mind with the world and I get lost. This practice of meditation helps me to realize my absolute peace. So this verse, Trishu dhamasu yad bhogyam bhokta bhogascha yad bhavet tebhyo vilakshanas sakshi chinmatroham sada shivaha. Very beautiful verse of Kaivalya Upanishad. This will be the first Upanishad which I'll be teaching as and when we learn, maybe after 6 months. If we come to that stage, we will learn this Upanishad, the first Upanishad which I'll be taking. Let's meditate on what we have learned today and see how we can realize our absolute state. Please close your eyes. I experience the body and mind in the waking state. This waker is called as the ego I. This ego I becomes the sleeper I. Chandogya Upanishad teaches me I am in my pure self in the sleep state. I have a new knowledge about myself. I am the pure Sakshi, witness. Awareness principle. This is my real state. I get temporarily identified with the vasanas when my mind wakes up. I identify with the body and experience the waking world. The waker becomes unmanifest. In the sleep state. I am pure awareness. I don't need anything to be happy. Happiness is my nature. My nature gets disturbed in the waking and the dream. I learn to abide as Sakshi even in those states. I remember my nature. I can experience any event in my life with a balanced mind. As Sakshi, I learn to remain equanimous. I am the changeless principle. I am always conscious. Bodies may come and go. Mind may come and go. I am always the Sakshi. Immortal. I'm not at all affected by time or space. I have no more ignorance about myself. I am the pure awareness all the time. Purnaha, complete. Triptaha, ever satisfied. I am the seer, Drik. Body, mind, and the world are seen. Asato Ma Sádgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently, I open my eyes. So with this meditation number 19, we will be closing the sessions of Drigdrishya Viveka and the meditations. Next week, I plan to start Bhagavad Gita. And those of you who would like to continue, I have circulated the link to join. I have seen many of you have joined. So we will start next week with the Bhagavad Gita straight away at 6 o'clock as usual. We will have the Gita sessions going on continuously till 7:30. Initially, there will be no meditation sessions for the next few weeks. I will see how the response is for the Bhagavad Gita overall response and how people continue. And perhaps after 5 or 6 weeks, I might start the meditation sessions again. But for those of you I would like to who have enjoyed these sessions in your own private practice, you can continue sitting at home for about 5-10 minutes and going through any type of meditation just for a short time. This will help you to understand the scriptures better. And at the end of today's session, I'm just going to send a small survey of 4 questions just to get your feedback on how the meditation sessions were. What did you find, whether they were useful to you, whether you found any benefit out of it, whether you had any personal experiences, which you can just write to me and explain to me, because this will help me to construct. These 19 sessions were all built up so that I thought that this will help you to understand not only the text a little bit better, because you can go a little bit more deeper, and you will also find that you are able to face life better, especially when it comes to the mind, how to handle your mind. So please answer back. Just it's a very short survey. You can after you get it, you can just reply back. Otherwise, for those who are leaving us, this particular WhatsApp group will be stopped. Will not be in future. After I circulate the videos, we will not be continuing with this WhatsApp group. I have started a new WhatsApp group for the Bhagavad Gita for the Saturday classes. I'm also starting a new group for the Sad Darshanam, which is a Wednesday class. So all the old groups will be discontinued. We'll be starting with a fresh group. Whoever wants to join, then they will get the new videos and they will get to study further. And those of you who have practiced for the last 6 months, done all the 3 preliminary texts, the basic texts, Bhagavad Gita is the next. The basic course is over. For people who are doing yoga, we have a basic course. Now the basic course is over with 19 meditation sessions and also 3 texts, Tattvabodha, Atmabodha, and Drigdrishya Viveka. So we have finished all the three texts. That is the basic, that's a basic course. Then the next course is the intermediate course, which is basically the Bhagavad Gita. And then after that is the advanced course, which is the Upanishads. I will take 2 or 3 Upanishads depending on the interest of the seekers. We'll see how it goes, but the Bhagavad Gita will last for 6 months. So it requires a bit of a commitment, and if you can continue, it's a great text. It's always taken up for study, and let's see how it goes. I will now go to the chat and see what questions are there. Okay, the Surya says, in general, Agami karma will be fructified maybe in this birth or in any other birth. That's correct. Even in the case of liberated souls, prarabdha will come and go, will continue to till the fall of body. Yes, that's also right. Will also be fructified in the current birth itself. Yes, your thinking is correct. Okay, the question is in the last portion. He says, what is the purpose of this desire and strive for liberation? Good question. See, what happens is, this is the law of karma, okay? The law of karma says that we will continue to come and go, come and go. This is this is for the jivas to exhaust their punya papa. This is how the scriptures explain the life. What it says is that as long as this punya papam is not exhausted, you will not be a liberated person. Number one. Number two is, suppose you are able to get this knowledge, it will destroy the punya papam for future births. Knowledge is helpful because some jivas, because of their punyam, they get a guru. Through a guru only you get to know the knowledge. And through that knowledge, some people even learn the scriptures, but they don't get the knowledge. That also, there could be obstacles in the mind. So the cycle of birth and death is basically the law of karma. The waking state is always explained through the law of karma. But the moment you get the knowledge, then only you become liberated. As a liberated person, it's a different world altogether, because your vision has changed of what the whole world is. Till the knowledge is there, we have to continue to look at the world with reference to the three sanchita, prarabdha, agami. And the purpose of desire, that is, all of us have the desire. The moksha is also one of the desires we have, but then we don't give attention to it. That is the problem. The moment we give attention to that desire of ours, then the other purushartha, that means artha, kama, these purusharthas, they get demoted. Dharma, artha, kama, these are the other three purusharthas. But they get demoted when the desire to become free from the clutches of the mind. When you discover that this whole life is just not purely meant for earning and experiencing entertainments, and again earning, again experiencing entertainments, and this cycle is just a never-ending cycle. And at the end of it, what? You never have tripti. No man is ever satisfied and says, I have really enjoyed my life, I don't want anything more. Till that realization comes that this world has got another benefit, that is to free ourselves also. That is how this whole Jagat has been created by the Lord. So the moment the jiva comes to realize that there is some other power which I have not discovered so far, till that time this law of karma you have to accept. I hope I have answered the question, Surya. In case you still don't want, I mean, you have some more questions, you can send me a WhatsApp message. I can have a talk with you. Then uh, there's all messages. There's Jacqueline is saying, please do not delete the old WhatsApp. If delete, we will not be able to access anymore. Just give the please the old WhatsApp. Okay, we will just keep the old WhatsApp group as it is. I'm not going to delete it as such. It will still continue. But for the classes, I will be announcing the new classes about Bhagavad Gita on the new WhatsApp group. Because there are a lot of people who are not joining the Bhagavad Gita course. If you're joining, you will be there, but the current WhatsApp group will still remain as it is. You can still communicate with each other. There are 2 other groups which we have formed recently, and those 2 groups will still continue. We have a beautiful group which Jacqueline and Jacqueline has created for the divine quotations. Very, very beautiful site. About 30 members are there already. I'm putting on more members who are coming into the group. I will be putting them into the divine quotations group, as that group will definitely grow. And then we also have a conversation group where a lot of people are there with fantastic knowledge of the scriptures, and they have wonderful conversations, and that group will also continue, and it will grow. So as and when there will be more additions into the Gita group, these 2 groups will grow. And of course, there is no problem, Jacqueline. This other group will still continue. There's no so that's I mean, messages can still keep coming and going. The only thing is, if you want to join the new classes, my request is please join the other groups. Wednesday group has a new group. Saturday has a new group, because we will be exchanging the class notes of the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is meant for people who have done the basic course. So people who have done the basic course, you will enjoy the Gita. With that, I think there is nothing else at the moment from my side. Is there anything which anybody wants to share or anything at this stage? You can unmute and then speak. Are you able to unmute yourself, or?
Hari Om, Shekharji, this is Vijaya this side.
Yeah, Vijaya.
Yeah. I am not talking from today's session, but I think generally it was a fabulous journey. Though Wednesdays I am more regular than Saturdays for a couple of months, but I'm really benefited by the recordings, and I registered for the other 2 sessions. But I take this opportunity to thank you, because as you beautifully said it in VCM 3rd verse, so it is a rarest of the rarest opportunity that we got this body as human, and it's much more rarest opportunity that we have desired to be in this path. And I would always say I had the rarest opportunity of you taking us through this. So it must be, when somebody asked about Prarabdha in today's session, I think sometimes Prarabdha is so beautiful that it's actually giving me an opportunity to turn around and capitalize my Purushartha in the right way. So with tears of gratitude at your lotus feet, Thank you very much, Shekharji, for leading us through.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay. It was an honor, and it was very nice of me to have such a great group. I mean, I really never thought I'll have such a big group first of all, and there's been a lot of commitment from many seekers and who have attended these sessions regularly, and it's been a very fruitful time spent along every Saturday with this group. Anybody else has anything else to say? Any other questions? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Is it? Are you able to listen?
Yeah, I can hear, no?
Yeah, Chandra. Anything else from your side?
Yeah, I still want to continue whatever you're doing because I would want to break the trend of listening to more and more experiences from the words of your scriptures you are rendering to us, you see. So it may be, for me, it's a better revision and I still want to carry on.
Yeah, no problem. I will put you on to both the groups because you're not in the WhatsApp group, but I will put you on both the groups.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, bolo Baba, yes.
I will continue the Gita classes that you will be doing on.
Yeah, I will put you also, Baba. I will put you in both the classes.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, bye.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, and good night to everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.